Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we're going to be talking about something a little bit stupid over here when it comes to some retailers that are sitting here and trying to go and upsell people as of right this second. Now, as you guys probably know, there's been a pretty big demand on the PlayStation 5, the Slim Edition, aka the Digital Edition, as well as also the PlayStation 5 Pro. So right now, we're actually seeing news that certain retailers actually want to go and increase the price and kind of almost basically be their own scalpers when it comes to those PlayStation 5 disc attachments. Now, as you guys may have seen or may have heard us talk about on the channel itself, there has been a pretty big influx of scalping on that item in particular, mainly because the PS5 Pro has mostly been in stock. Like if you want to go to like Best Buy, Target, Walmart, whatever, you can basically go and buy it like day one. Like you buy it like right this second. It's not a big deal. Go to PlayStation Direct. Like the stock itself is not like how it used to be a few years ago, where everyone and their mother was trying to get their PlayStation 5, although that was fun. But obviously the one big thing when it comes to scalpers, because there's always scalpers involved in some way, shape, or form in pretty much everything nowadays, which sucks, but it is what it is, and they've been trying to go and scalp up all these random disk drives, as you guys probably know on the channel itself. We've covered that, we've kind of shamed them a little bit, and it is a little bit of an annoyance to be fully honest, because PlayStation themselves has still not made enough stock, and that's kind of the big deal, because these are still actually running out of stock everywhere, and people are complaining about it, people are mad about it, I'm kind of upset about it. Let's go and talk about it, so make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications out here for our PS5 Pro giveaway. All the affiliate links are linked down below, too, as well, if you guys want to pick up any consoles, the PS5 up on sale, etc., and of course, as well, check out the second YouTube, all that stuff for the giveaway entries. And hope you guys had a fantastic Thanksgiving. It's now officially Christmas mode, so you guys can go and make fun of me over here, or holiday mode, either or. And let's go and talk about the fact that this one retailer is an absolute horrendous piece of getting some cold this year for Christmas, that's for sure. So as I mentioned, the PS5 disc drive has been kind of hard to find. There's been people scalping it. They're trying to turn some profit on it. Sony has not been making as many as we kind of wish they would. Like in theory, like they should have probably stockpiled this. They probably would have assumed the PS5 Pro would have been selling decently well. We also do have the Slim, obviously, too, which, you know, has like the PS5 brand new Slim Edition, as of like the last year. And obviously, if you don't have a disc drive, which they usually don't because you're buying the cheaper versions like the mainstay version, then you're going and having to buy the disc drive, and that, and once again, it's a lot more stock. And it's, you guys can kind of basically see this huge cascade where it's like they release the console, they don't have enough stocks, then people go and complain, they try to get the disc drive, then they have to go on eBay to have a chance to go use it, because some people might even have a collection of like 4, 5, 10, 15 plus physical games, or like to rent it, or just have physical, or they have a friend and they were like, hey, I'll let you go and borrow some of my games, and then they have 20 of them, so they might as well spend the money on the disc drive because overall they're getting a good value. I'm sure you guys have been around these situations before. If not, well then I'm probably a little bit jealous, I'll be honest. I feel like I've gone through almost all of those throughout my gaming career, at least maybe I'm the age I am right now. And that's why it sucks, because it's kind of a hard in-demand object. Like PlayStation is not making enough of it, and people are getting mad about it. And they're waiting for restocks, and they just got their Pro, and they already spent a little extra money, but like they don't know how to spend a little bit more. That's kind of been the ongoing controversy these past few months. It's like the back and forth. Is it worth it? Is it not? Am I an enthusiast? Am I a PC guy? Do I want the disc drive? It's $80. What about the like no stand? You know, this is how people kind of been thinking. I'm kind of in the same boat. Like I get it, but I just splurged. I got it. Like whatever. At the end of the day. But anyways, the PS5 disc drive. I do actually not even own a disc drive myself, which kind of makes me mad. My original PS5 is a disc edition. Pro does not have it yet. So basically, the new stock is basically they started to arrive. They're getting some stock over here in the UK. But the one big thing that we're talking about over here is that one retailer is actually joining all the scalpers, where they're actually now going and even increasing the price of these stupid disc drives, which is crazy because these are so in demand. And maybe that's why this random retailer is like the equivalent of like a GameStop in the UK. So just imagine like people in GameStop with the British accent. Like that's pretty much what we're expecting for this game. For the, you know, the console itself. So basically for this one, from game. So basically the PS5 disc drive has now started to see new stock arrive in the UK, which is good. And we haven't really seen that much, like it actually has still been selling out here in America, surprisingly. And apparently it's also been doing the same thing in the UK. And they also have said, though, one retailer has decided to raise his price now on the disc drive, which is crazy because sometimes these do, this is a big sometimes, okay? But like sometimes it does go and translate to like America. Sometimes other retailers may follow suit if they realize it's still selling out instantaneously until like stock gets normal. Other places actually might go raise their price. And in theory, it's not even clickbait because it is actually being raised up in price. And let alone the fact that we have so many of these scalpers, my dude. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm trying to go and say this is like a bigger deal than you probably honestly expect. I mean, look at this, like $195 or best offer from apparently from Australia. These Australians over here. But like, dude, like it's just like a lot of money. Like a lot of these cost just a lot of money. Here's one from Canada over here for 180 bucks. And like, this is supposed to be like an $80 thing. Like how do people scalp everything, dude? Like how does this somehow have a $155 value? And that's some like one of the lower ones we've seen. This one's at 117, but it sells bids, being bid on up. Plus you have to pay for shipping. Like this is why we should be seeing PlayStation going hardcore and trying to sell as many of these as they can. Like, I mean, like this is stupid. This is unironically not even a console. This is a random hardware attachment for your Pro. How did PlayStation not go and have enough stock for this? Like you're trying to go hype up the PS5 Pro and like, bro, like look at this. There is so, man, this already has 28 bids too. That's crazy. It's like, oh my God. Like I'm in disbelief. Obviously some of these might be a little bit lower, but these are still being bid on up. The bids are not fully done yet. This is crazy, dude. Like, this is actually crazy. And what's even crazier is the fact that retailers are raising the price of this, dude. Like what the heck? Especially the bits disk drive is starting to see more stock around in the UK. As I mentioned, the PS5 disk drive is supposed to sell for 80 bucks or for some odd reason like 100 pounds, which is crazy. Like I don't know what the currency over there for the pound and euro and all that stuff. This is the pound, I believe. But like, bro, like that is nuts. That's nuts. $100 for a disk drive. $100. That's crazy. Let alone this. It's great. I think it's crazy. But it's currently sold out at virtually every major retailer. And so I have stock issues in America too. Like you would think this is easy to make. Like, I feel like this would be like an easy, like you have a factory churning out like 5,000 of these a day, no problem if you wanted them. Or maybe they undersold the idea of the PS5 Pro, but they even said that they're pretty much comparable to the PS4 Pro. So you'd be thinking like they'd have a rough guesstimate, like these workers would be good. Like, I don't understand how there's always some sort of stock issue. There's always some sort of stock issue. Always. Whether it's the PS5, whether it's for, well, maybe not the VR, but I mean, I guess the opposite end of where they have too much of a stock, so I guess it is an issue. But like, it sucks because like, bro, just make the things that people need. Like, you could pre-plan for this. I mean, sometimes things happen. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but like, it sucks. Anyway, so as a result, the eBay, this is also for eBay UK. It's not even not for us in America. Like we're doing in America too, in Australia apparently. You know, it sucks. But now their listings are over here for $150 to $250. Today, however, the drive has started to reappear in the UK tech retailer Currys, suggesting new stock is starting to arrive throughout the country. If you guys remember back in the PS5 days, it's like basically like, let's say, why would one store get stock and the other ones don't? Usually it's a huge shipment of, let's say, like 50,000 of them or 100,000 or whatever they might be. And then they go and divvy out between different retailers. Like Walmart gets 5,000, Target gets 8,000, Best Buy gets 4,000. Like, that's kind of how the logic for that behind this kind of works. So basically we're seeing this. So basically they've had the stock available over here in general, and they're saying it's been sporadic because they got the stock and all that might go and be, but they've also noticed that retailers are now increasing the disk drive price for $110, which once again, these are just people trying to go and scheme up a little bit more money and as well to kind of somewhat take advantage of the fact that the stock is so limited. It's kind of like when GameStop, no offense for the random strays, GameStop was trying to go and sell bundles and stuff. Like, I get it. They were trying to be like, hey, buy your GameStop Pro membership. Okay, sure. But then you're trying to be like, hey, also spend $700 in our bundle. And dude, that was the first company out there that probably helped out Scalpers from us not getting PlayStation 5s. Like, kind of like allowing I guess the floodgates a bit more, because at least people had the option if they really wanted to, you know, it wasn't the world's worst call. Besides then, like Target, Walmart, Best Buy were selling out instantaneously for quite some time. That really was probably one of the craziest and weirdest niche hobbies we've ever done, I think, in the entire life ever. I don't know, but it was fun. We did. But either way, like, these companies they suck, dude. They suck. That's horrible. So while not in stock, the PlayStation Direct, the list price is still at 99 pounds, suggesting that the increase is more on Currys doing rather than Sony's. When the PlayStation disc drive was released in 2023 alongside the slim model of the PS5, the add-on was readily available for those who decided to buy the slim model system. However, following the announcement that the PlayStation 5 Pro would include a drive, nor would there be an SKU of the console that would be included one bundled, the price of the add-on increased as stock became difficult to find. It's crazy because, like I said, it's easy to get a PS5 Pro. It pretty much is. You just want to go on the website. It takes 2 seconds. Subscribe here for the giveaway. It takes 2 seconds. It's like, it's pretty easy to go get it. So it's crazy that we're still seeing so many stock issues. Prices are literally going up from retailers. And like, you would just think this is something really easy and super simple that PlayStation and Sony could be like, we'll make $1 million. and we'll divvy it on out, and then everything's easy and everything's chill. But no, instead we have once again these weird issues where there's just not enough stock. There's a bunch of scalpers and a lot of impatient folks, and usually the PS5 Pro folks are probably the people who are spending all this money because they're dropping $800 on a console anyway. So at the end of the day, that's kind of makes sense too, and why they'd also maybe buy from scalpers. I usually say don't buy from scalpers at the end of the day, mainly because they will probably keep on making more of them. The stock should be all fine in the near future, but still it sucks. They're still seeing issues as of right this second. So give me your thoughts and comments and everything down below. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. Hope you guys had a fantastic Thanksgiving. If you guys celebrate, we are now officially in the holiday season. I'm pretty hyped up for that. And all the affiliate links, sellout links, all that stuff, second YouTube channel links down below. Appreciate y'all for watching.